you let like 10.5 months pass between doing these things. Man. So why did I let so much time go by? Because I was nervous about doing the rocket town thing, and then because I was worried about failing. As I said, with the various huge materia scenarios, it's possible to fail and not get it, and the game moves on, and I didn't want to do that. Not that it's ever really been a big problem for me, but as I said, when I'm actually broadcasting this live, I feel pressure to get everything right, because I, consider myself very good at this game. I don't want to screw up for an audience. So I was doing this just a few minutes ago, but I don't know what I pressed, but I did something that made the game speed run at an insane speed, and it got me killed. I have no idea, and all the hours I did doing this previous 7 installments of this, I didn't do that, so I don't know what I did, so this is what happens when you're super rusty. Well, let's get to it. Let's get Cloud and the party to Rocket Town. I opted to take Kate Sith. I have no idea why. I took him to the Junon reactor, so why not take him to this? Okay. No, what is going on? Where's this speed thing coming from? Why is the game running at 3 times speed? I didn't even press anything. Something's going on here. Something is really messed up. Why am I getting 3 times speed? I don't want this. Oh my god. What have I done? On air. Let me think about this. Does anybody know? What the hell's going on? Why am I getting 3 times speed? Something I can do from the menu there. All that's normal. This is something like outside of the game, making it run at an insane speed. I'm not going to be able to do this until I figure out what the fuck is going on. Is that it? That's all it was? I feel like an idiot. How did I manage to not do that before? Yeah, Palmer. Head of the space program, trying to get it going again. Shinra's plan. That's weird. So it's just pressing down on the analog thing, like this. I can't believe that in all the hours I spent doing these other installments, that never happened. But anyway, we're just wasting time here. So, no tough fights really or anything. Yes, there is a fight with Rude that I died because the game speed was going insane. Because they want to hit the huge materia. They want to smash the rocket. I mean, they want to smash Meteor with a rocket laden with huge materia. Of course, they only have a little bit of huge materia left. I got the others at the Junon underwater reactor. Snagged a submarine too, which comes in handy. The one at Mount Corel and the one at Fort Condor. Okay, so you just have to go through a couple ordinary soldiers and then a more difficult fight with Rude, but nothing really that difficult. The only reason I died is because the game speed was going out of control. I had no idea you could even do that. It's amazing that I never did that by accident before, until now. And then I just did it again immediately afterwards. This is not an oil painting. That's okay, because you know what? The first 7 episodes were really good, weren't they? I mean, I played the game very smoothly, didn't get killed, did what I was supposed to do. That's the other thing I was a little worried about, because once you get past here, it becomes a bit more open-ended, and there's extra stuff you can do, which I usually do most of. Not always everything, but there's things like breeding various kinds of chocobos so you can reach other areas. Of course, you need to breed the ultimate gold chocobo, which takes a very long time, a whole bunch of combinations and scenarios that I can't even remember anymore. The gold chocobo is the only way you can reach a couple areas, which will lead you to getting some of the best summons materia, like Knights of the Round. I've gone back and forth about whether or not I want to actually do that in this playthrough, because I feel like it would be kind of tedious to watch, wouldn't it be? So I don't know. I'm definitely going to get some of the extras, and there's some other things you can do. I remember there's a hidden place you can go that triggers some story for Vincent. Stuff like that. But anyway, for right now, I do have a job to do, and that's get the huge materia on the rocket. But of course, we are going to get launched into space, and I'm going to have to deal with that annoying, combination lock thing. As I said, that's the main reason why I didn't, even though I was in a good rhythm playing these games back in the summer, putting up these episodes, I got out of the rhythm because I felt a little bit drained and a little bit stressed because I was worried about failing, even though, especially I guess considering the last time, I had such a near failure with the submarine. Like, anybody who watched that stream knows that I was pretty much convinced that I'd blown it, and I was going to have to do it again. And then sort of, almost at the last minute, I managed to pull it out. And I thought, okay, I need some breathing space here. And then just, one thing led to another, and next thing I know, I'd almost pretty much, for all intents and purposes, abandoned this series. You can understand why I'm back to it now, having played through the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Well, the first part of it only covers Meteor, but it's greatly expanded upon so that it's like an entire game. Now, very excited, of course, for the other installments. God knows how long it'll take for those to come out. In the meantime, get back to some of the classic games, which is still my second favorite game ever. My first favorite game is Final Fantasy VI, so... Will they ever remake that? I don't know. Should they remake that? I don't know. Just so we're in better conditions to face Rude. You can see Cloud, even though Cloud was absent from the party for a while, he's still at a much higher level than these guys, because these guys were often benched when I was doing other things. Okay, time for a fight with Rude, and since this time it's not going at crazy speed, I shouldn't have any trouble with it, but... I'd actually forgotten that Rude was here. You encounter Reno at the underwater reactor, although you don't actually fight him, you fight a robot thing, boss. I forgot we were in this present for this. Okay, the usual thing we do here is take out the ads. Rude has some powerful attacks. Good news is Cloud is fairly close to limit break too. Okay, now two of us are asleep. What are you gonna roll? Oh, that's a high number. Very good. Very strong attack, but Rude's still here. It looks like the cat's... It looks like sadness or something is affecting Sid too, which is why he's so slow. Okay, good. Wake up, Cloud. Cloud does the same thing, so Cloud is also slowed, but he's very close to a limit break. I shouldn't have to break down any really special attacks to deal with him. I don't know why I just passed Region. Region's more of a long-term type fight. I don't know. Oh, curing yourself. Very nice. Nice Ember, but I don't plan on hitting him with any spells anyway, so who cares? Brute Force. If I hit Cloud again, I'll be able to use a limit break, which will probably finish him off. Healing again, oh come on. Just give Cloud a little tap. Oh, alright, he's already done. As I said, I knew there weren't really any particularly tough fights here. Oh, look at that. Tifa has gotten to a new limit break, but we're not going to deal with that right now. That's right, we did. So now I don't think there's fighting anymore. Now it's just, You're not gonna fight me, are you? Oh! Some of these Shinra soldiers, give them credit. They know they're outmatched, but they go down swinging. You know, most of these broadcasts I've done, because we're following the game, a lot of them are over 4 hours, a couple of them are just over 3 hours. I don't know if this one's going to be particularly long, because I really don't know what I'm going to do. Assuming everything goes to plan, and I do Rocket Town properly, and I get the huge materia. And, well, you're not dead, that's good. Alright, Sid's old crew. Yeah, that's a bad idea. So wrong. Ah, Sid, how I've missed your verbal abuse. Ah, of course, you're right. You know, Sid, the priority here is the huge materia, it's not the launch, but Sid's got stars in his eyes now, because of course he's so close to his dream again of going into space. Yeah, exactly, what are you doing, Sid? This is not the plan. Exactly, it's a much better plan than just smashing it into Meteor. Oh. Here's an emotional moment for Sid. You can tell from the music. Sid has a really good theme. Looking forward to hearing it in the next installment of the remake. Sid, of course, not making an appearance. But somebody here does. I won't give that away. Even if it's a very brief one. And Sid, of course, I'm sure I mentioned this before, is almost like a legacy character in the Final Fantasy series. Pretty much all the Final Fantasies have some version of a Sid. Sometimes he's playable, sometimes he's not, and he usually is linked to airships. And this one, of course, definitely is. The dream of flight, and now he dreams of space. No, it'll be kind of a combination. Oh, there's Palmer, who says, hey, you know what, I'll just send you all. Palmer's not quite as excitable in the remake, not that I mind, but he's still as fastidious. Oh, don't say locked to me. That's very true, I mean, you gotta do a countdown. It's dramatic. Blast off. Alright. I can't remember what the words are. What is it, like slip the bonds? I don't remember anymore. It's been too long. You know what I'm talking about. Line of poetry about leaving Earth's atmosphere. The last time they tried this, the rocket failed and just sort of fell over. And it ruined the town's economy and Sid's relationship with Shira. This time it's really gonna go up there. Up and away. Cat wants to do some commentary. The chorus is for Meteor. Remember the chorus? It's a suicide mission. Yeah, there you go. What shall we do? Yeah, I don't think I've ever taken Kate Sith to this, so his dialogue here is news to me. And that's true, too. Kate Sith can die because it's not really him. He's already died once. The Temple of the Ancients. Yeah, It's funny, he goes from like abusive one moment to totally inspirational the next. There's an escape pod, so the priority is the materia. And that's what I'm concerned about. I haven't done this in so long. Yeah, lock code. That's the bane of my existence. Stupid lock code. It's like, oh, let's just go grab it. But once again, we've got a time constraint. So I have to unlock the materia, before the countdown finishes. Now there is a countdown. The countdown to conclusion. Nothing we can do with controls. I really don't like this, and I really don't feel good about this. I feel like I'm definitely going to screw up. Just too much time has gone by. I've thought about it too much. I know so far in this playthrough I've done everything right, even with some close calls, but, that was back in the summer. That was over 10 months ago I've let all this time go by. So now... here we go. I know how to use it. Right. Yeah, and he doesn't remember. Randomly, okay. That didn't work. And now you've only got 3 minutes, right? Now, as this goes on, Sid does start to get some information. So far I'm not repeating any of the buttons. Yeah, and you do have to hit one twice, so let's try. So the last code can either be X or triangle. We will eventually start moving more. Huh. I was so worried, and there I got it. Once again, pretty much sheer luck. But I just seem to be charmed as far as this playthrough goes. I think if I saved the day. Actually, it was more my random button mashing that saved the day. But, so all that build-up, and I didn't have any trouble at all. But now I'm just nervous about the rest, because I'm not sure if they'll... Okay, we have to go to the escape pod. That's weird, the countdown isn't even a countdown to crashing into Meteor. The countdown was just the walk. So let's find that escape pod, people. That doesn't look very good. Oh, shit. I did... See that? For a second there, I did the 3-time speed thing again. Oh, no. Or what shall we use, huh? We won't leave you, Sid. With a heart and soul. It's pretty funny, all these amazing things that the party can accomplish, like in battle, but when it comes to lifting a big piece of metal, they can't do it. All those years, like how long ago was this? It was like a few years ago that happened, and nobody fixed it since? Yeah, sure was right, damn it. And of course, Shira has stowed away. I guess she was prepared to die, too. I mean, she was last time, so yeah. So all we needed was a third person. And it didn't even show it working, but okay. Well, you gotta come too. It's a little late to be asking that question, Sid. Well, Sid, your trip into space was brief, but memorable. Now we get to see the whole world react to the rocket's complete failure with Meteor. Although you could say maybe it wouldn't have failed if we hadn't taken the huge materia away, but I mean, come on. It's Shinra. They always screw up. Yeah, see, it's a little weird to take Kate Sith, because you have to take Cloud and you have to take Sid, so you only have one other person that you actually can choose to take into space. And I think I usually take Tifa because of the emotional connection. But just for the sake of building Kate Sith up a little, I've decided to take him along on some missions, so... Unfortunately, more prominent characters like Barrett and Tifa miss out on the once-in-a-lifetime chance to go into space, but... them's the breaks. Meteor. Palpitating. Copenhagen and palpitating. That's it. Flash in the sky. Did it work? Are we saved? Yeah, that would be a no. Looks like we just made it matter. And now it has like some debris in its gravitational field too, so when it hits us, it'll be even worse. Not good. Good news is, I know what I get to go after this. I get to go see Hagen, and that's where we finally can benefit from having the huge materia. Because that gives us certain materia for some summons and stuff. Oh, back on the high wind. A little late for doubts, people. Doomsday fast approaches. Sid, you're always so inspirational. I think we're gonna get another dramatic music change. Floating in the ocean in that escape pod, we didn't get to see any of that. Maybe in the remake we'll get to. I assume. Yeah, here we go. Dramatic music change. Here's Sid's sort of crowning moment of awesome for the game. Every character gets one. This is Sid. I misremembered, because before I used to think it was when Sid was, like, elected, you know, the temporary leader of the party while Cloud was out of commission, but he's saying it was Cloud here. That's a great metaphor, Sid. Well, I mean, Barrett, you were the one that always made the inspirational speeches before, so it's not surprising you're a sucker for this. Sue's gonna say, I don't know. Alright? You ruined the whole thing? Yeah, I'm still thinking about that. Right. Let's go to Cosmo Canyon and see your grandpa. Oh, the cries of the planet. Which they really seem to up in the remake with those whisper things. Around, we can talk about the remake, but it looks like, with this 10-month absence, nobody's prepared for me to do this stream, so I don't think I have anybody along with me, but that's okay, maybe you can watch it later. Alright, let's go see Nibelheim. Out to the happy, optimistic flying unit. I'm gonna get Kate Sith out of the party now. That does not exactly fill one with confidence. See? See, if you don't have Vincent along with you, you miss little tidbits of information like that, like Professor Gas, who was the one on the project before Hojo took over, and considered much smarter than Hojo, and also not a lunatic. Yeah, I know, I'm talking to you. That's interesting too. I mean, Shinra is literally the biggest corporation in the entire world, so it's not surprising that a lot of people work for them at some point, including Cloud. Wutai. Wutai also has a much bigger presence in the remake. Because in this, it's clear that at some point a few years ago, Shinra fought a war against Wutai, and decisively won. Because we see and they refer to the war as the war, and that's where Aerith's adopted mother's husband died. And and then when we visit Wutai, we see that Wutai has been reduced to a shell of its former self and has to rely on being sort of a tacky tourist trap for its economy. But it's made pretty clear in the remake that the war is not entirely over, that it's more of a ceasefire, and that Wutai still remains some kind of threat. So we'll see how that goes eventually. It only took 5 years for the remake, so, for the first one, so. I'm gonna switch up my party. Since we're going to Cosmo Canyon, we'll take red. Oh, wait, first we gotta get the materia and stuff off these people. Yeah, I even forget my button. I'm still operating under the remake controls. I might just wind up putting all those back. Bring Sid back, but for now. Where's the equipment? Dragon armor. Ooh, no, put the... old stuff on. I like always having somebody having another ring. So yeah, let's make a new party. Ooh, red really low. It's definitely good to take in. Wow, Vincent's ahead of Barrett. So I guess I really should take Barrett, because he's lower. But I kind of want to take Tifa. So that's what I'm going to do. Because again, we're not going into an area full of fights anyway. We're just doing a story thing. I really don't know what I'm gonna do, to tell you the truth. Hold on, poison ring. Okay, you can keep going on. I like the Aurora armor a lot, too. Oh, look at that. And the ribbons. There was no need to... oh well. Materia! Free materia. Yeah, Ultima is so crazy that you can't even use it until it levels up. So here, you hold on to Ultima. Wait. This one's a lot more. Somebody get the one thing. Got it. Look at Tifa. I always like Tifa having ice, because that's what I usually start the game for having, so Tifa the ice. Sure, let's go with that. I don't think it really matters. Again, we're not heading into battle, so what does it matter? But we're just gonna go to Cosmo Canyon and talk to Grandpa. Are you a full-flight pilot yet? No, you're still a learner pilot. You're very close, though. Alright. My sense of direction is gone, too. It's been so long since I played, I forget where things are in relation to each other. Okay, well. So it's on this Condor. It's coming back. There's Gaga. Cosmo Canyon area. Of course, we still can't land the damn airship here. We have to walk in. We have to walk in from this direction. It's annoying, but what can you do? Be fairly low level. But the cloud's got his limit, let's use it anyway. Is it overkill? Alright. Save before I'm going in, because there's nothing to worry about. Naniki's back. Alright. So now we've reached a point in the game where pretty much wherever you go in the world, all people really talk about is Meteor, which makes sense, because the whole world's in danger. I'm about to finally benefit from this huge materia situation. There's no weapons or anything for me here. Up and up. I always wonder how Red climbs ladders. But hey, he's smart. He's not down here? Oh, is he just in his special room? Yep. Alright, we got all the huge materia. How about we give it to you? Lay on some wisdom. Lay some wisdom on us, I think. Okay. Oh, so everyone's gonna meet? But before we did this, the whole thing you said was only so many people could fit into this room. Or maybe we're not gonna stay in the room. I can't recall. No, everybody's here. That's because you came in way too late, Yuffie. Yuffie has no clue what's going on. Dear sweet Aerith. Now, even stronger emotions now, having seen her in the remake and heard her voice and everything. I don't think there's any point in this game where you can actually go back and talk to Elmira, or whatever her name is, Aerith's adopted mother. What did Aerith know? I know, she was gonna cast Holy. Okay, so now we're going back to the City of the Ancients. Do we have to walk the whole way there, or will they just, like, warp us there? Right, this is what I remember. We're gonna hold the huge materia here. And if you look at it, well, I remember now, it's like, when you look at certain huge materia while holding certain other materia on your person, it might affect it. Like one of them is going to update Bahamut to Bahamut 0. Oh, hold on a second. Quick break here. Sorry, apologies for that. Oh, no, hold on, there's still a problem. Should be taken care of. So I don't remember everything here. I know red materia is summon materia. Cloud, do you have Bahamut? Got Neo Bahamut. So I think it is Neo Bahamut. I think it will affect Neo Bahamut and give me Bahamut 0. Let's see if I'm right. Get closer. Okay, so so it must be the normal Bahamut. Okay, hold on. Let's just take Shiva off for a second. Let's try Bahamut. This should update Bahamut. Huh? What am I not doing? It's got Bahamut and Neo Bahamut. This one's doing something. Huh, Bahamut's being affected by the blue materia. Okay, so I misremembered. Now we're gonna get Bahamut 0, right? I wonder why the blue materia affected the summon materia. I can't remember if this is the only one or not. There, Bahamut 0, awesome. But what I could do is a trial and error thing with different materia. So nothing Cloud is using here. Comet transform, time. Let's try barrier. I don't think enemy skill changes. I don't think any of these are going to react. That might be the only one that changes. I can't remember. The good news is you can come back and check again. Oh, just go back down. So I remember Bahamut 0. Alright, so we can come back. Because there might be stuff. An interesting dog we're getting again. Oh yeah, I forgot how well you can fly around. Can't wait to see your design in there. We're going to the city of the Ancients. Rearrange material. Let's get this leveled up, guys. What the hell? I don't know. You guys have materia? You did that? Okay, good. Alright, City of the Ancients. Well, first let's go visit Nibelheim because I like being thorough. Let's go have a talk to him, not that it's necessary. That's it? I explained why. Oh, wonder where you're taking me. To the City of the Ancients. Cool. Once again, how did we get there? It's hard to remember. I don't think so. I think they were pretty peaceful people. Which is why they were so unprepared for Genova's arrival. supposed to say? Oh, okay. That's funny, I was just thinking about that. Well, at least somebody told me. Oh, Vincent, such a fatalistic asshole. Jeez, Barrett. Okay, you two were kind of a bummer. I mean, yes, she's dead, and we can't change that, but come on, people, at least talk about her being in a better place or something. I know. You're at level 11, but still a learner. I can't remember how many levels it is, but it's a little while before we... Okay, say the ancients, though. The other continent over here. Or the northern continent. Costa del Sol. Alright. I think we have to walk through, though, don't we? That's the only way. That's how bad my memory's been for leaving the game for so long. What are you guys gonna talk about? The world's gonna end soon with a meteor, but you don't change anything you're doing. Still this nonsense? Everything you're doing is pointless. There, at least you seem to understand the situation. It's kind of annoying to walk there again. Oh, there. Sorry about that. When I do that. Of course, it's possible to get into fights here, but these fights haven't changed. They're the same as the first time we came through, so they're nothing to worry about. They're just a nuisance. Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, okay, so the guys in the back absorb ice. Good to know, because Tifa's got the ice element added to her weapon. The good news is we don't have to do any weird alternate paths, because we've done everything. We just have to go straight to the City of the Ancients. But can't do anything about random fights. Anything to steal from him, maybe? No. Nothing. I know I didn't write anything in the description about what had happened in the last episode, because it takes a long time to write it in using the controller, so I'll just have to write that in later. I know nobody cares, but I always liked writing it in to give people an idea of what had happened and where we are in the game to start. So it's the left path, or is it? Because that leads to where Aerith died, and that's not where we're going. Let's pretend it's the left path. I know where we're going. We're going to the place with the weird... It's not a statue, it's just this weird thing. I want to say it's to the right here. I think it's in here. Yes. There we go. See, I do remember some stuff. Of course, he can just float right over. We have to take the long way. It's not a statue, it's like a weird tree thing. Dead end? It's just a hold on. It's just been so long, way too long. It's so weird to pick up a game after leaving it for so many months. But what was I gonna do? Start over? I told everybody I would see this through to the end, so I'm going to. Well, we didn't know that. Ah, and that's what Aerith was doing. And we're gonna say, oh, she had the white materia and she dropped it. It's gone. We're fucked. Complicated. We saw the white materia. Aerith friggin' had it. Yep, Cloud remembers. It was very dramatic. It fell in slow motion somehow. It's totally not the end, Cloud. Don't be a bummer. Yeah, you never get. I don't think you get this camera angle before. All Greek to me. Well, that's an anarchism, isn't it? I mean, we get the meaning, but... Right. Ah, yes, that's right. This turns out to be surprisingly easy to find. You use the submarine to find it. In fact, I think I already found it in the last episode that I did when I first got the sub. I think I found it. Of course, now I can't remember. But the good news about using the sub is you can't get into random fights, so you can just go around. All you have to do is watch out for the underwater weapon, because he'll annihilate you if you run into him. As long as you can avoid him. Okay, no problem. Okay, so there's a bit more stuff to do, giving me a bit more direction. That's good. So I didn't want to just cut this off so soon, but... Okay. You have to walk all the way out again. What a pain. But whatevs. Seems like a dangerous place just to leave him, but... He'll be okay. Alright, let's get to our trusty sub. I mean, even the very first time I played the game, I think I figured this out pretty quickly, that sunlight can't reach, it must be underwater, so... I figure for most people it didn't take them that long to figure out. Because it's a fairly obvious clue. Interrupted, so I was going to say no. In and out. Good work. You feel like cast sadness or something on all of us. lot more experience in that than I was expecting, considering how low level these guys are. So I guess not a complete waste of time, although it's not like Cloud really needed to gain another level. He's already about three or four levels ahead of most of the rest of the party. As I said, I probably shouldn't have taken Tifa. It's Barrett that needs to level up a bit, but all in good time. Are you going to run away? You're fairly ambivalent about dying horribly. Alright. So... on our submarine. I must have already been in here. What is this place again? Oh, let's just melt. Sorry, I was mixed up. Yeah, I was thinking of over there. See, over there, you can only get with a specialized chocobo. Maybe just a river chocobo. Which actually isn't that specialized. And if you take Vincent in there, you find out some more stuff about him. But I'm definitely not doing any chocobo breeding tonight, I can tell you that. That is not the plan. What is the plan? What am I doing? Alright, right. Junon! Junon's over here, stupid. Continent. Junon is across the ocean, across the ocean. Junon's over here. There. What we want to do is take our sub. And we really don't have to... Oh yeah, how do you even drop? There you go. Alright, so that's weapon. Stay the hell away from him. I just remember... if I stay close to the coast, it's like... it's down, yeah, it's sort of like going inland. Hell, I think I even found it the very first time I used the sub. Somewhere along here, if you hug the coastline, you can go down into a place and you'll find it. So that's what we're going to do. And there's the red sub, where we got the... where we recovered the huge materia. Oops, did not mean to do that. Drop back down. Okay, did it again. Descend. Right, like that. Oh geez, weapons like right in standing there. Or floating, I guess. Anyway, it seems like once all you can do is recover the materia from it. But also the plane, the crash, the Galinka or whatever it's called. And I think I found that too. But I can't remember how high level the enemies are inside. Also the Galinka, as far as I know, I can't remember to say, it was something like that. It's the plane you saw at the airport at Junon. It crashed in the ocean at some point. But as far as I can remember, it's the last time you have any sort of confrontation with the Turks. Okay, this might be it. Ah. So there it is. So that's good. So that's what I was talking about. But I don't know. I'm a little concerned. Oh my god, weapon is right in front of us. So, when in doubt, surface! So where on the map is this, just so I know for reference? It's fairly close to the gold saucer. So if I'm ever lost looking for it, I can just surface, go near the gold saucer, and drop. Anyway, we're not looking for Galinka, or whatever it is. Now we're looking for the key. Okay, weapon's gone. I don't remember it being very hard to find. I'm just going to keep hugging the coastline. it's just been a long time since I've done this, so no, I don't remember precisely where the key is. But it's kind of the same to find the plane. Just like hug the coastline, and eventually you'll find sort of like a little place to go through. This could even be it. I don't think so, though. So I don't remember what the continents are. Why don't you just follow it, see where it takes us. It just seems like a dead end. Oh, it's not a dead end. Ah, there it is. See? Not that hard to find at all. Technology great. Oh, there. That wasn't that hard at all. See? But yeah, as far as the sunken plane, I'm not doing that tonight. I just can't remember. I might even have to look up just to see about what level you should be to do the plane, because I don't feel like going in there and getting slaughtered. Now, I don't think I would. Everybody's over level 40. I don't think it's too high, but I'd like to be comfortably high, because there are some fairly difficult fights in there. There's also some good treasure in there, including one of Cloud's better swords. I think the sword Heaven's Cloud is in there, which is a really badass sword. Not his best, but a good one. Where are we going now? It's back out into the ocean. Oh, I know where this is. Yep. Little pond-like area. At a certain point, when there's a point in the game where the flying weapon is flying around, he hovers right over this spot. I wonder how close we are to that stuff, because there are a few, like, fights with weapon you have to do. Because that's the other thing, is that weapon is somewhat optional. Particularly the underwater weapon. I think, yeah, I think the flying weapon you do eventually have to permanently deal with as part of the game, but underwater weapon, which is one of the most powerful things in the entire game, you can beat the game without ever doing anything to it. And then there's also a very strong monster called the Desert Rose, which once you do a certain amount of things, it causes it to pop up in the desert surrounding the gold saucer, and that's a really hard fight too that you need to be specially prepared for. Okay, so where are we and where's Junon from here? We are too far north. We need to turn this way. Can't go in the shallow water though, can it? You have to go underwater. Yeah, I know I'm making a fairly simple thing more complicated than it has to be. I know that. Okay, so dive. Go in this direction. Okay, there we go. So there's the underwater reactor, so there's good old weapon. So we are almost at our little docking place. There we go. Let me get off. Back to the high wind and oops, back to the city of the Earth. Walk in and walk out. It's kind of a pain, but not the worst thing in the world, I suppose. We get through this area with a minimum amount of fights. Not that they're dangerous, they're just annoying at this point. Of course, there has to be at least one. Okay, Tifa, you can't hit the things in the back because they absorb ice. That's what you're gonna do now, isn't it? Yep. Because I had the wrong thing targeted. Minor inconvenience. Crap, right. Tifa, attack. Oh, it's like 2 critical hits in the same fight with Cloud. Which would come in handy in an actually difficult fight. It's just wasted here. But that's how it goes. Critical hits seem to be absent from the remake. I mean, I guess it makes sense because it's a completely different combat style. And I'll be playing through that again shortly, but I won't be streaming that anytime soon. Alright, let's go see Bugenhagen. Give him the key, and he manages to decipher some stuff, and something else happens. Do we have to go to Wutai again soon for some reason? It's hard to recall. We still don't have Leviathan at this point. Because I do remember now that way back... way back in real time, but back in like the last episode I did, when I got the submarine, was I got the Leviathan scales, which are needed to put out the fire on the mountain by Wutai, I believe. Okay, look what we got. I don't think we ever realized that was a music box until you pointed that out. Ah, yes, it's coming back to me now. It's that... Is that a model of the... No, I'm not going to blab anything out. We'll just see what happens. Ah, very good. Well, that's vague. All right. Right. Coming back to me. You know what that music means. Materia. Glowing green, like you said. That didn't really tell us anything we didn't already know. Just going slowly here because I like the music. I just like to absorb the moment. Final Fantasy VII has just amazing songs, but this still remains my favorite. Eris theme. I've got several versions of it on iTunes and stuff. Some orchestral versions. Definitely was sudden. I have to say, I guess just because even if you were a veteran of the Final Fantasy series up to that point, like I was, it's just so shocking to see her die. And, you know, she's dead and she's not coming back. That was not something that happened a lot in RPGs at the time. It's mind-boggling to think that, you know, Final Fantasy Remake has come out now, and now it's being played by people that weren't even born when the original came out. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm glad I brought Tifa for this. The dialogue's good. I could have brought people that weren't even around when we had Aerith, and that would not have worked so well. Like, what if I brought, like, Yuffie and... Or was Yuffie with us? Yeah, I mean... They were still with us. Nobody came in after she died, but still, they came in late enough that they didn't interact with her very much. Alright. We can't make holy work, because we're a bunch of damn heathens. Obviously, it's Sephiroth, yeah. So pretty clear. Take Sephiroth out, Holy will do its work to combat Meteor. Don't we know where he is? We know he's in the North Cave. You don't have anything you have to add? No. Alright. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. Now I know what section we're at. He's moved it to Midgar, and the attack on Midgar from weapon is going to happen. Yeah, he's going to take a shot at the big energy field surrounding North Cave. He's going to try to shoot it with the cannon. Midgar, people. I mean, at this point in the game, we've been away from Midgar for so long, and there was no way to get back in. But finally, we're going to go on a mission to get back in. Confession time. The last time before I did this playthrough in the started back in the summer and then I abandoned it so long. The last time I played through Final Fantasy VII was a few years before, and I didn't finish. I got to about that section, and there's a fight with Hojo in it where Hojo, you know, starts turning into different monsters, and he kills me. And that's not a big deal. Sometimes you die, but for whatever reason, I just never got motivated to try it again, and I left it, so... This time I'm going to go all the way, of course. So I guess it's pretty clear that Reeve is K-Sith. And of course in the remake they play up these characters a lot more, particularly Reeve. I mean, old Yahaha and Kyahaha there, we already know what they're all about. In this, Reeve just seems reluctant, but in the remake they make it pretty clear it's more that he's reluctant, that he's, you know, he really doesn't want to be a part of any of these crazy evils that Shinra engages in. So now we have a mission to get back into Midgar. Yes, Scarlet, you're in deep. That signature laugh. Well, it was already called that, actually. You could see it written on it even when it was back in Junon. But okay, let's pretend it just got named it that now. Alright, so... let's get out of here. So yeah, it's clear that Reeve is Kate Sith, and that's how we're able to, like, listen in on them. Back to the high wind again. And here's where I'm conflicted. I mean, we've only been playing a little over an hour, not a lot has happened. But I'm feeling like if I'm going to do this, I might have to ease myself back in, really, so I'm probably not going to play too much longer, because I really don't feel like doing all that Midgar stuff tonight. Plus, I started later. Usually I would start more in the daytime, but for certain reasons I couldn't start earlier in the day, and I've had to start at night, which is not ideal. So there's a good chance, once we're in position to go to Midgar, or once maybe when we first land, you do a cool thing where everybody, like, parachutes in. I might just save and stop there. Apologies if this particular section of the playthrough is short and uneventful, but I feel like I gotta ease myself up. Oh, look at that, Red Dutch. Poor Red, he's only level 41. He's definitely coming on the mission. Yeah, it seems to me that I should do this story stuff first before I try to go to the Galinka. That way everybody will be a nice high level to deal with the problems there. I did do a little bit of grinding earlier in the game, so I think Cloud in particular is ahead of schedule. He's nearing level 50. Oh, what? Come on, I just want to get out of here as fast as possible, not waste my time on nickel and dime fights. Losing patience. Probably wouldn't have made much difference, but it's on its own. Well, let's go. The other thing is the huge materia. I still feel like, yeah, I remembered the Bahamut 01. But there are a couple others. There must be, because the blue one reacted. That seems to suggest the yellow, red, and green all have various reactions too. So I'm going to have to maybe just do a trial and error thing to remember what materia I need to have equipped to get the proper reaction from them. Because there's got to be more than just that one. Uh-oh. Weapon. So yeah, this is what I couldn't remember. Is the weapon attack before or after we infiltrate? It's before. Okay, we will do this. The weapon's going to emerge from the sea and slowly stomp its way to Midgar. And it's the underwater weapon this time, not the flying weapon. Now here's an interesting question. Are we strong enough for this fight? Again, if I had been playing more recently, I might have a better idea of my strength. But I haven't, so I don't know. So far, I've never died playing this in playthrough. And I don't want it to happen. No, I don't profess to be the best player in the world at this. I don't do things like speed runs. I think that it takes skill, but I don't think it's particularly fun to do or watch. So it's not something I put time and energy into. And as far as like an RPG goes, I feel like savoring every bit of it. So I go at a very slow pace. If I make mistakes, I make mistakes, but I think for the most part, I do pretty well. After all, I've been playing this game for over 20 years now. No. We have to protect Midgar. Exactly, Marlene! Yeah, but it's not a safe place if a giant monster stomps it. And there's another thing that was somewhat tweaked in the remake. In this, we really did kill some... Yeah, you gotta expect a few casualties. I mean... Shinra labels us terrorists, but that's really what we were. Even if Shinra is evil and doing the wrong thing, our methods were terrorism. And they did result in Innocent Casualties. Yeah, they fixed that up a bit in the remake. Okay, Cliff, you frustrating bastard. That's the spirit. Yeah. So I don't exactly remember how this works out. I'm pretty sure we have to actually intercept weapons directly. He comes quite slowly. So we have time. But I'm pretty sure once he hits the land here, we do have to actually directly engage him. Considering that, I think I need to get the party stronger. So I'm gonna take Red out, because Red's a bit low. He's only level 51. Again, this fight might not be a big deal, and I'm just overreacting. I can't quite remember. So let's see. Take off Red's materia. Keep the bolt armlet. And, poison ring if he wants to. Yeah, Cloud 47, Tifa 44. Let's see what we got here. Yuki's the highest at 45. I don't know how Bear is 43. I could have sworn he was 42. So it could either be Yuki or Sid. Ah hell, let's go for broke and take Yuki. Oh, Yuki's at her limit break too, so that's actually useful. Actually depends if the Giga's armlet is 0. That's not helpful. Okay, hold on. If that's the case, we'll get Red back for a second, and actually we are going to take off the bolt armlet. Alright, come back, Yuki. Great use story. Yeah, bolt armor. That's a good choice. Look at that. She drains lightning and nullifies fire. That's pretty good. Oh, but the thing she's using doesn't hold much materia. We'll put this on because I want to have some materia slots. Okay, I know we can't use Ultima, but it'll be good to have. Oh, commentary song. That's good. This fire's very close. I mean, we just got Bahamut 0. We might as well use it, right? Double check with everybody else. Feel really important right now? I doubt it. Titan's really close to leveling, which is the only reason I'm keeping it, because it's not very strong. Nobody has Cure 3 yet, do they? Cloud, do you know Cure 3? No. Shiva and Odin. Probably need to do something more powerful. really going for broke here, so let's get Neo Bahamut involved. Save here, because this could go disastrously wrong. Perhaps I'm not ready for this fight, I don't know. So we are going to save. We're approaching 30 hours of playtime. Oh, shoot. I did that free thing again. At least now I know how to turn it off. I panicked last time, that got me killed. That's probably still there. I'll have to delete it. Yeah, it's not really a priority right now. That's true. Oh yeah, I forget to see that. You'll learn it, pilot, even at level 13. Okay, we're going. Now, I think if we just try to, like, fly into him, we, like, bounce off, we bounce off. Yeah. It's right on the ground, so that's what we're gonna do. Another thing I've never done is, like, just wait and let him walk into Midgar. I assume that's a game over scenario. So we'll wait for him to land and then we'll intercept. But he's pretty damn slow, so they give you plenty of time to get your affairs in order or whatever, I guess. I hope the geography stays the same in everything. The remake, obviously, you're only Midgar for the whole thing. You only hit the world map once it's over. And then see, Calm is over here. I mean, here's the route you take in the game. You leave Midgar, you go to Calm, you go to the farm to get a chocobo, you use the chocobo to get across the marsh. The marsh takes you to the cave, you go through the cave, you ignore Fort Condor. The very first time playing the game I didn't do that. And you make your way to Junon. And from Junon, you cross the ocean on the boat, and that's it. And you land at Costa del Sol, and do stuff like that. But anyway, while I do have time for flying around, I don't have all day, so let's get back and defend Midgar. I look pretty stupid if I just let him walk in, because I was taking the grand tour. Okay, whoa, he's already a lot closer than I was expecting. Slow down, you bastard. I did not mean to let him get that close. I do not remember this fight. Like, I don't know what he can do to me or what works on him. I know he's very powerful. Might as well hit him with the big guns right away. For a limit break, that was fairly underwhelming, maybe. Didn't feel anything. Not my best. Let's just see how things go here. I don't recall this being a particularly hard fight. I don't remember ever getting killed. Too long. The good thing about the Bahamut is they're good for pretty much any fight because the damage they give is non-elemental. So even if it's something that has some sort of elemental strength or weakness or whatever, then very good. Vijada is elemental, but uses several different ones. So. Wonderful. Oh, Meteor died. Forgot about that. Good job. Okay, so he's doing a countdown. That's never good. Yuki, I loaded Yuki down with so much materia that she's got under. Okay, that's good. Can't hurt Cloud. Oh, that's good job. For some reason I thought I already hit him with Phoenix. Yeah, not bad, not bad. I have no idea if M barrier is going to help against the attack he unleashes, but I have a feeling it's going to kill Yuki, because Yuki doesn't even have 2000 HP. So, maybe I should have saved this for after, but hindsight is 2020. Wow, that barely hurt him at all. Good, yes, concentrate on Cloud. I love that he just keeps hitting Cloud with that. That's pretty good. It would have been nice if... Okay, let's see how much damage it does. I assume it's going to be devastating. Devastating, but everybody's still alive. That attack is absorbed by Cloud and nullified by you, so that works out. Region was cast, but still, okay, a couple of us have been muted. Let me fix that. What fixes new echo screen fixes me. Twin hazard, baby. I always love hitting the big end with twin hazard. Great. Very nice. But it's physical attack. Not that bad. We can do this. Not taking any chances, though. Let's get... Oh! We're actually fairly healed up. Okay, so... The next Tier 2 is going to be kind of... superfluous. Pointless, but... that's okay. Comet 0. That'll be good. Now, Neo Bahamut did a lot of damage, so 0 should really deliver. Attacks from space, yo. Space dragon. Summons, of course, are quite different in the remake. But I'm interested to see something like Bahamut. Oh, that's gotta be over 5,000, right? Yep. That countdown. I don't know if Bolt hurts him, because his attack just seems to be Bolt-based, so this might be a mistake. Oh wow, that actually does significant damage. Not even worse than Titan. Titan's not that good. That's good. Seems under control, but with certain enemies, you know, it's only once they get to a, you know, take a certain amount of... Oh no, that's it, is it? Yeah, so... I mean, I was pretty sure this fight wasn't anything difficult. Oh, finally, Ultima! Oh, we get a ton of experience now, that's good. In a way, it does make me feel bad that I brought these people along, because now all I've done is widen the gap between them and those who were behind before. But oh well. Alright, so obviously I didn't beat him. Did they shoot him with the gun? It senses murder. Okay. You can actually move right now. Ah! Going back to the water? Really big? What's bigger than that fucking thing? Yeah, they are gonna fire. Are they firing at weapon, or are they firing at the barrier around Sephiroth? Let us see. Because once the barrier around Sephiroth is brought down, I mean, you can go right to North Cave, fight your way through, fight Sephiroth, and end the game right there. You don't have to do anything else. Obviously, that's not the path we're going to take. We're going to do some of the extra stuff. So definitely not tonight. Pretty cool how it shows all the metal reactors working together. So, it's funny, earlier in this series I said Mako, I always said Mako, but I guess it is called Mako, because that's what they say in the remake for voice acting. Tomato? I don't know. What's weird is, like, I'm sharing and it shows all this, but the actual death of Aerith is not shown. It's, like, considered a blocked scene that I can't show. I remember that. That really upset me. And it's a pivotal moment in gaming history, period. And you couldn't show it. What do you think, Rufus? Oh, that's not good. Vincent's so good at being aloof that he doesn't even come over to watch this. It's just like, whatever. It's pretty good. Yeah, okay. This is how I'm remembering it. It's gonna keep going. I think this is going to bring the barrier down. So once we finish the business at Midgar... There you go. So once you finish the business at Midgar, the game becomes open so that you can just go... Yeah, base case scenario there. So you can just go to North Cave and, you know, finish off the game by going after Sephiroth. But that's not what I'm gonna do. Oh, but they're still gonna get retaliated against. A rare shot of upper plate Midgar. Alright, Rufus is dead. This is the end of Rufus. Now he goes out bravely. So this really ends the threat of Shinra in the game. Shinra are really no longer a problem. It's all about Sephiroth now. Yeah, the flyers are in the game. Here you make. Maybe, but I know we can't just do that yet. There is a reason we go into Midgar. I know there is, like, and you can't skip it. We have to have our confrontation with Hojo in Midgar. Because, yeah, they're making it sound like, oh, we can just go to North Cave now, but we can't. We still have to do that. Ah, oh, Vincent, you're so dramatic. It's not quite the time. So what, we just take a look? There's where the Chocobo sage lives. Okay. Kind of weird that we're getting the Shinra music here, considering we just witnessed basically their end. Right, there's a reason to go back to Midgar, right? Exactly. President is dead, long live the president. That line doesn't seem to make sense. It's fucking Hojo, that lunatic in a lab coat. Okay, so it's very clear that, yeah, Tifa agreed. Ah, yeah, see? And the last time I played through the game, I got to the confrontation with Hojo. He killed me, and then I just never got around to trying again for some reason. So it's actually been quite a few years since I played all the way through and beat the game. So that's the intent on this playthrough. Hojo doesn't care, he's out of his goddamn mind. I mean, he was crazy years ago, he's way over the edge now. Stop that asshole. That's cute. Oh, we'll just go stop him. Oh, now we got the original bombing mission. Okay, got all that? Good. Gotta get back into Midgar. So yes, story-wise, the last thing you have to do before that you have to do before going after Sephiroth is this mission in Midgar to stop Hojo. East Preservation. You two loons are still laughing. And Reeve is under arrest. Hell yeah, we'll come. That's what we do. Another music change. Back to the city. I'm heading in for Midgard means I have to do it. Okay, I can do it. We're not doing the slums. We're taking a more direct approach. I'm gonna put Barrett back in the party for this. Salute. Oh, they don't even give me a chance to go to the conference room, operation room, or anything. That's okay. Okay, you definitely don't need you anymore. I can't take your stuff off. Barrett, you're coming. Red, you. Okay, this will give me my chance to take stuff off. Or will it? No, I guess not. Okay. That's okay, I'll get an opportunity, I'm sure. I hope. Otherwise, I'm really in trouble. No, there's a save point down there at some point that I can use, and that's where I'm going to stop anyway. Shouldn't you pull your chute sometimes? Splat. Again, a rare look at upper plate Meteor, which we don't get to see much of in this game. And that's the only way to go. Ah, okay, so here we go. Hopefully talking with you doesn't just make things start, so I want to be able to save and quit here. Okay. So this is where I can switch party. Well, obviously I can switch party members using the PHS, which you can use on the save here. But I don't feel like doing any of that right now. So this is going to be the end. It's not even 2 hours, I know. But things have changed now that we're further into the game, and plus the 10-month layoff has made me rusty, and also I started this a bit late. And I also had a couple false starts because I didn't know what, because I had a couple technical difficulties. So we're just going to save here. And we're going to call it a day. So part 8 was quite short. I was saved twice, don't know why. But there we go, so that concludes part 8, quite short, but we're getting to the end of the game, and this is really the last story section before you go after Sephiroth. So there's going to be, you know, a segment here where I'm going to do some of the extra stuff, like breed chocobos and stuff like that. And again, I don't really know how entertaining that is to watch, because some of it's kind of tedious to do, I don't know, but, you know, try to take care of any loose ends before we finish. Maybe I'm not going to do everything, because there's a lot of stuff you can do, like fighting Desert Rose and underwater weapon stuff, and I don't know how I'll feel, but we're getting through this game one way or another. I promised way back in the summer, and I still want to keep that promise now. So that's going to do for tonight. I'll get the description written up It's easier to write on YouTube anyway than with a thing. But what I always try to do in the descriptions, if you've been following, is I give sort of a recap of what happened in the last one and where we're at now. So that's what I do here. So anyway, that will do it for now. So thanks a lot for being with me. And next time, it won't be 10 months. Hopefully, fairly soon, we'll get back at it and go through Midgar and go after Hojo. So alright, thanks so much for being with me. Peace. I'll talk to you soon. Part 8 is concluded.